Hey, welcome to today's surprise show. I'm sure everybody has seen the news, but just to give you a little background on what's going on before we jump into this, Kevin is down south working on the script of our new movie. Kevin is down south working on the script of our new movie, and he cannot be with us, but we're going to get him on the phone here. I'm sure you guys seen the news with Andrew Tate and being arrested. That's why we're doing this surprise show today. So let's just jump right into it. Andrew Tate and his brother Tristan have been taken into custody by Romania PD due to a police raid that was conducted on their house. They are allegedly claiming that the investigation launched on the Tate brothers was initially pursued after the abduction of two girls that happened days prior, allegedly. However, this year, back in April, Tate's house was raided for human trafficking. They raided Tate's house and found no women were being held against their will, and all charges were dropped. Andrew Tate said the situation occurred to a common situation involving social media influencers called swatting. Anybody who doesn't know what swatting is, it's happened to Aiden Ross, a few other streamers too as well. It's very common. Hackers track down your IP address and they find out where you're at, and they call the police and they say you did something really bad, and then the police run down on you. But we're here doing this show today to cover what happened with the Tate brothers and talk on it and see your guys' thoughts. We are accepting super chats. I don't know, you guys want
super chats only this episode, guys. There's a lot to unpack. And what I'll just say briefly before we start is there's a lot to unfold with all the situation with Tate and the businesses he's in, and basically whatever the case may be with what's happening with this arrest. We're obviously gonna have to see if this is something where he goes to court. I don't know how they handle this, because where was the arrest, Mark? It was in Romania. It was in Romania.
They're saying Romanian authorities needed proof that Andrew Tate was in country, so they reportedly used his social media posts.
Saw that he was at a pizza place.
His ridiculous video yesterday featured a pizza from Romanian pizza chain Jerry's Pizza, confirming he was in the country.
And he was supposed to be on a diet.
The video I'm talking about there is the Greta Thunberg video where he clapped back at her.
Wait, hold on. Tate got arrested?
Yeah, you just heard about this? Breaking news.
You're late. We're doing a surprise show.
Wow, it was what, the human trafficking shit, huh?
So that's what they're saying. And so when he got raided a couple months back, and he hasn't been in, where is it, Romania or Croatia? Okay, I know he hasn't been. Where did he just get arrested? Romania. So he hasn't been in Romania a lot recently, and I'm thinking that he's trying to get like a residency in Dubai from staying there for a certain period of time. And whether I speculate on what he's done or what he's doing, basically, if you follow the trends of how he's moving, and like, I love Tate, but there's something behind the scenes that maybe necessarily we don't know about. And if there's authorities getting involved, that's one thing. But it's to a point now where so they got him and he's in cuffs, and they took him and Tristan. So basically going forward, because he always says like the Matrix one day will come to get me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think they're trying to crack down on him, and he's also talked about these type of things happening. He said there's other ways of cancellation and manipulation, and one of them is coming for somebody legally and taking them.
He said basically the cancel culture wave it goes like this. You either get past the cancellation of the social media, whether it's fucking Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, all that. So the next thing they're going to try to do is arrest you, and then after that you might get murdered, depending on what works. But to me, basically him saying all the time that like one day the Matrix is going to get me. They're going to try to put me in jail of false accusations. I feel like that would be a great play and a great angle to speak on if maybe low key behind the scenes you're doing something illegal. Not saying necessarily it's human trafficking. That's not what I'm saying.
No, but, it probably was that, bro. It was probably something with the cam business. Probably one of the girls said that like
the cam business has been done.
I think it could be a false accusation, and
I don't think he's human trafficking at all.
I don't think he is.
Well,
either.
The thing about it is the cam business can be a form of human trafficking if he was forcing the girls to do it.
But
not necessarily. I don't know. Allegedly, there was a couple girls that said that he was forcing them to do it.
Yeah,
allegedly. I'm not.
Is your mic on, Nick?
I hope so.
Yeah, throw ones in the chat if you can hear Nicky G running the big most.
Show it on the screen too, Nick. It's got this option to show.
Chris, go open the door for fuck's sake.
The Matrix.
Go open the door. Stop blocking my door.
Who said it? Who said the Matrix got him?
Chris Jensen is back with another $5 donation.
Chris Jensen, thank you for the super chat. Chris Jensen saying the Matrix got him. What do you guys think about that, man?
Oh, dude, it's
they're trying to do Tate like they did Michael Jackson, man.
You know what the fucked up thing is, dude? I'm not saying he's trafficking, but like is it just me, or do you guys know about how Dubai is one of the top human trafficking locations in the world? Tell her to shut up.
Yeah,
On my Tate shit.
yeah, we're live.
Yeah, tell her to
We're
shut
not
up.
dealing with that.
And
Talking about what?
Groceries.
I
yeah,
don't give a
great. She can
fuck
go
about
fuck herself.
groceries. Tate just
Anyway,
got bagged.
That's
Got
crazy.
bagged.
I can't-
No, but the
I
thing is
can't
too,
believe that.
they took Tristan as well.
Yeah.
And yeah, Nick, do you have the photo?
Yeah.
Do you know how to pop it up? So this is the cleanest photo I found, and this was from the New York Post. Mark, did you read your article from the New York Post? Oh, and Tate's dripping in this fucking picture. He got arrested. And there's footage as well. If you guys want to check it out, I will be dropping the New York Post link in our Discord. So that means you should be in our fucking Discord. Discord.gg/Red Pill Alliance. And fuck. So when it comes to being someone of influence, there's a debate and a conversation when it gets to a degree and a scale, like Andrew Tate, who has a lot of controversial conversations and topics and points, that how deep does it bleed into going after someone who is completely innocent of a bunch of shit, fabricating stories to put people behind bars,
Yeah, but
because
I don't
that's what,
wanna say-
let me finish my sentence, because that's what the Matrix wants to do. Or low key, it's Andrew Tate, because he has a lot of different forms of revenue. He has the casinos. A lot of casinos are used for money laundering. Not saying he's doing that. And basically the Forex exchange scam, that was a lot of stuff going on with that. And there's a lot of different avenues of shit where Tate might be in too deep with the wrong kind of people to stop. Because when you have that much fucking money, why continue?
Me and Richie were talking about it, and I mean, for them to take it this far and be able to take them into custody, I don't know what they have. I think everybody's innocent until proven guilty in the court of law, just like everything. So right now we have no evidence but headlines online. But me and Richie were talking about how if they do take him in, they must have something good, because they're not just, if they take him in and they don't have anything, that's going to be a problem for them, right? Rich,
We
what are your thoughts?
Rolo Tomasi in the chat. He says Saucecast was boring anyway.
Shots fired.
We got 337 watching now. What's up, y'all? And yeah, oh, hold on. Tyson Graham says it's Europe. Probably didn't get all those 29 licenses renewed.
Man, this is what it is, man.
That's a lot to keep up with.
Just like in any time in history when someone makes a movement and they change people's minds, if it's for the better or the worse, whatever they want to judge it as, just like they did Jesus, man, they'll crucify you. It doesn't matter what you're doing. Someone who's trying to change and make masculinity something great again and really push men forward, they're coming for them and shit, just like they did Jesus.
I think people fucking just read headlines too much, and like, even me, I like Tate, but I still want to look into this more before I make an accurate assumption in my head. And I think a lot of people just jump to reading headlines and just make the assumption off of that first headline. Because most people, when you see a headline, they just read the headlines.
Yeah, this is one thing.
They don't read everything.
This is one thing to think about too.
Print.
This is one thing to think about too. So when Tate got canceled, you saw a lot of content creators that have worked with him kind of pull back a little bit. Anybody that's been with him in person recently, whether it's in Romania or Dubai, I feel like this is a little bit more serious just in the eyes of the public, that you might see more. I got the chat. You might see more content creators kind of pull back from their association with Tate.
Oh, for sure.
And it's innocent until proven guilty. And this, by the way, the guys, the podcast theme basically is covering the topic and just, light speculation on what kind of happened, what's going down. But just speaking on that point, everybody that rocked with him after the cancellation is real, because for the face value of, oh, he got canceled off the internet because he says fucked up shit, like, you're a pussy if you stop fucking with someone for that reason. But at the same time, with something more severe like this, it might be a different reaction from not only the public, but the other well-known famous people in his circle.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it gets to a point where, like, now that the police are involved, people might shy away.
It's
Syph Life,
definitely
thank you for the $10 super chat, my man, my brother.
Definitely not a good look.
Show it on the screen.
Yeah, show it on the screen. Vegeta says, "What's up, guys? What happened?" So someone said, I saw in the chat, Tate wasn't cuffed. I want to go back to that photo real quick because I don't know if he was cuffed.
They both were.
Oh, wait.
They both were.
Okay, yeah, they were both cuffed. In the photo, you can see cuffs, but they were in front. His hands were in front of him. They weren't behind him. I don't know, maybe just a different custom in a different country.
Some silvers on him and took him down to county. Me and Chris were just watching Cops last night, so this might have been good in preparation for this show. But we are here. The Tate brothers are in custody, and I want to encourage you guys to research more before you make any assumptions. until the court case is public knowledge.
You want to hear your feedback, though,
But I
guys.
also do not know, and that kind of worries me for the Tate brothers of like.
Go ahead.
Of the Tate brothers for like fucking how the judicial system or the government is in Romania. So if there's anybody who does or is from Romania that's watching this and knows anything about
how they handle their court
works
proceedings, yeah,
and how they conduct the charges that have been pressed against.
Was he grabbed at his home or was he out?
I think he was at his home.
He was at his home.
He made an Instagram post before he's throwing logs on a fire.
I heard something that they were trying to take some of his cars. I ain't see any more about that, but that's what one of the articles said.
Let the bitch run around the house if she wants to run around the house. Anyway, sorry, we do our podcast studio from our house. So how does this dude? I'm not even gonna say how. Social media outlets and anybody that's ever had any angst against Tate, whether this is true or not, they're gonna jump all over this because he's.
Oh yeah, they're gonna eat this up.
They're gonna eat this up, and it's just gonna push that narrative for everyone that's a fucking Tate supporter. Or if you fucking post any Tate content, they're gonna be like, "You support him? He does this, he does that." Da, 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 da. So it just adds more fuel to the fire, and it's crazy too because as y'all saw after the cancellation, which was in August, he kind of moved beyond, like he was saying, they shot the final bullet and it didn't pierce my skin. Or that's Richie B voice instead of Andrew Tate. I can't do a good Tate.
Kevin C with the red pill lion.
I don't think his mic is
on. Chat. Throw ones in the chat if Nikki G's mic is on because I don't think it is.
Yeah, he's not speaking into it.
It's not on.
Nah,
anyway,
it's not
anyway, so I'll read the super chats.
Shout out to Ned.
Kevin C says, shout out to Ned with the line and the thumbs up. Appreciate you, fam.
We do have 440 people in the chat, so thank you for joining us on this breaking news of the Tate brothers.
And listen, because we're live right now, any links for articles or any new information, please drop it in the chat or any new information or anything you want to speak on. Someone said call Rolo.
We have Big Mo in the chat.
Big fucking
shout out to
Mo.
Man.
Hold on. Mike Sinatra with a $4.99 super chat says Tate said this will happen. First you get canceled, then they make up a reason to put you in jail, and then they off you. And then he has one life left. Yeah, it's the last stage of his predictions. And it's a fucked up world, and this is why there's so much Illuminati conspiracy, because even with people outside of Tate's like fame, you're good. Outside of Tate's fame, like MLK and Malcolm X and people beyond that, or even people speculating about Michael Jackson and the fucking whole doctor thing. I don't know how much you can speak about.
Speak the truth anymore.
Yeah, you can't speak the truth anymore, and it's a scary world because when Tate first got canceled, we spoke about the freedom of speech topic of like if you want to silence someone just because you disagree with their beliefs, this is setting a precedent moving forward where the people uprising to say cancel Andrew Tate for what he says, they're eventually going to lose their right for freedom of speech as well. Outside of that, with this current arrest, which would have happened an hour ago, there's going to be more information coming out, but whatever the case may be,
we can't make any assumptions yet.
No assumptions. We're just like speculating and talking, but it is going to be a fucking movie with an Andrew Tate.
Rolo said Dubai has a non-extradition. How do I say that? Pronounce that.
Where is it?
I don't know what the fuck
you get extradited.
Non-extradition treaty with the U.S.
Now
so that means that you can't leave.
Yeah. But wasn't am I bugging? I might be wrong. Wasn't Tate born in where was Tate born?
Tate was born in the States.
Yeah,
he was born in
so would he get extradited to the States then technically?
Oh, and taken to
that's
U.S. custody.
I mean, Rolo said
non-extradition.
But he said Dubai does. So what about Romania?
I don't know where his citizenship is.
If they delete Andrew Tate, 100 new Tates will emerge. $20 super chat from Omni Design Studio. Appreciate you.
Just to remind y'all, this is a little bit different show than the rest because Kevin's not here. Kevin is down south. He's in Charlotte working on a script of our next movie that we got coming out. But he does want us to get him on the phone so he can say his piece. If you guys like to hear what the
text him first and get him ready. Yeah, we're gonna call Kevin live.
Police suspect
make sure you're showing those super chats, bro.
Police suspect the Tates of forming an organized crime group that sexually exploited by group members by forcing them to perform pornographic demonstrations, for the purpose of producing the
cam girl content.
But
listen, hey,
I just found out about this as soon as I walked in. I bet one of the girls came out and said that that he forced them.
But before you read that, did you read the date of that? The date of that article?
This is the arrested one.
Let me see.
Yeah, I saw that one too. I think it might. be it sounds like it's relating to the cam girls. If that's
Yeah,
what that
New York
article is.
Post. I'm getting arrested.
Oh, okay. So apparently, I thought the whole cam girl thing was done with. Jake
Well, just 'cause it's done
Gann
with doesn't
says
mean
I have a clip. I'm already connected, Mark. I can just
All right,
text
so Kevin
him.
said call him up right now.
All right, so we're gonna get Kevin Savo live on the phone, the number one Red Pill Lion. He goes, I want to be dialed in the next 20 minutes. Okay, so gonna call you now.
He's out there
Listen, real
raging in
quick.
Charlotte.
Listen, real quick. The god of the Red Pill Lions podcast, Kevin Savo. If you have a question for that, someone says, who is that? If you don't know Kevin Savo, you need to do more fucking research. If you have any questions for Kevin, I'm about to call him right now. But yeah, Red Pill Lions podcast, guys. We have an NFT project, a bunch of other stuff. If you want to check it out, check out our channel, a bunch of dope stuff. But yeah, if we're talking about Tate today, and we're calling the real.
And we
Kevin
are taking super
Savo.
chat questions. So if you got any questions about the Tate brothers and their indictment,
the arrest. The arrest. All right, we're calling Kevin right now. Hold on. Nick, turn down Kevin's volume a little bit. What up, Kev? You're live with the Red Pill Lions talking about Andrew Tate and their arrest. Say what's up to the family. We got 518 watching now.
You guys hear me okay?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Yeah, we hear you.
Yeah, that sounds good. There's no feedback because I got you in my headphones. I'm driving Lyft right now because I'm not going to be down here with no money.
Got to get that money, man.
so you heard
Yeah.
you heard the news from me, right? When I shot you that text.
Yeah, you were the first person that told me. And man, I got a lot of different things to say about this. First of all, shout out to 500 people in the chat. This is the Red Pill Lions, baby. This is something a little different. For those of you who don't know who we are, basically the easiest way to say it is we're like 5 out of 10 of Rolo's young prodigies. So Rolo can't be in a million places at once. So we'll take on the news when we need to. And
Yeah, shout out
Unc doing it without me.
Yeah, so we were just covering a lot of shit, dude. And
So
Sorry, my boys are doing a talk show. They like dialed me.
Oh my! So wait, do you have?
There's a thotty
wait,
in the
Kevin,
car?
let me ask you something. So you're doing Lyft right now, right? So do you have to talk about Tate on a podcast with your Lyft ride in the back?
Well, in the spirit of a cat like him, I'm trying to have several different kinds of income. You know what I mean? So like, I got some money.
Shout out David James in the chat.
No,
So
for sure. I'm in the South. I'm trying to be in this bitch like Tulsa King.
So
I'm just
what
trying to
did
get, like, a
what did
bunch of
you
different operations going on?
what did you see on the Tate brothers, and what are your thoughts on the news?
Well, let me drop my passenger off before I like really get into the meaty part of it. Also, be easy with interrupting on the phone because we're on like a 2-second delay.
Okay,
Cool.
Is it gonna be on the right, huh?
Okay, anyway, so mute yourself until you're back. Anyway,
Well, hold up.
just mute your motherfucking
Yeah,
self.
you
I'm
mute
running
your
the
mic.
show now. Kevin Savo's in North Carolina.
Alright,
Mute
in here?
yourself.
Kevin's
Hold on
bagging
a
her.
minute.
All right, I'll call you back.
you're fucking up. the
Red
show.
Pill Lions. Anyway, so I just dubbed Kevin Savo live.
He's done.
So the one thing that I would like to know is if Tristan is included, like how heavily, because Andrew Tate's the top name that's pulling all the headlines.
They ran the business.
No, I
together.
know they ran the businesses together, but if they have the exact same charges.
I mean, put it like this: if fucking Red Pill Lions was a scam and you were doing some dirty shit, I'd probably go down with you as well as Kevin.
Why? Because you got the jersey on?
No, just because I
I'm
help
just
out.
kidding.
I do want to say though, this is off topic from the Andrew Tate shit. This is how you know this is not a rug pull. I just got the logo, the Red Pill Lions logo.
You got Grace, turn that camera real quick.
Hold on.
Yeah, check out Mark got the Red Pill Lions tat at our Christmas holiday party. Fucking crazy. Anyway,
That's how you know it's not a rug pull. I just had to show you guys that.
I think if it is real though, like if something's really going down, that Tristan is really the
Of course.
mastermind behind it all.
the mastermind,
Yeah, he's really the
because he's out of the private eye.
yeah, he's like the real mob.
So let me
if it's true,
let me ask you guys a question, and for everyone in the chat as well, a question: who is the last celebrity to go down like in this fashion to get arrested on something that's a little bit more than just fucking like? Don't bring up Epstein.
Harry Spears, and,
Bill Cosby.
and Tiffany Haddish.
And they're like,
That's really it. That's the most recent one for like trafficking.
but dude,
and
the
shit.
fucked up thing is, I think it's been forever since someone with this amount of fame is being arrested for something like this, whether it's true or not. I'm not saying it's true. None of us here are saying it's true. None of us
Sidebar,
here are
Bill-
saying it's not. We have no idea. Here's Kevin.
Sidebar: Bill Cosby just announced a new tour today. By the way.
Yeah, it got overturned. Yeah,
His tour got overturned?
Nuts. No, his he's out of jail though.
Oh, well,
He's doing a new tour.
Cosby's up.
Christ.
Kevin Savo,
So here's the fucking thing. All right, so here's the thing. All right, I understand that it's not entirely responsible to look at celebrities and say, just because I agree with most of what they have to say, I'm gonna consider them impossible wrongdoings.
Right.
Now, there's a saying that when you make millionaire money, it's hard not to party like a millionaire. It's difficult to not get involved in some kind of criminal shit, because all the ways in which you rather avoid taxes, taxation, work beneath the books. Like, I'm sure Tate has got all that figured out. However, from the beginning of the whole concept of him being a world-renowned human trafficker, I'm not going to put it past anybody. I'm not going to say it couldn't happen, but I find it very difficult to believe that somebody is going to be a human trafficker and then also take it upon themselves to become one of the most world-renowned famous people possible. I just don't see how
you don't think their fame can like be easier to like hide shit? You don't think that's how all these other celebrities that got like tied up with some shit involving this topic fucking has just made it easier them to hide their incriminating things that they do?
Okay, so name another famous person who was a famously known human trafficker.
Honestly,
Epstein.
just Epstein is it? It's just what it is.
But he has more ties. I don't know if Andrew Tate would necessarily have as many.
Chris, give him that mic
ties
if he's going to be speaking. Give him that microphone. Just pick it up.
Why
and pull it
can't y'all
over.
just turn up his mic volume?
Because I'm over here and I'm the only intelligent person in the room.
Nick,
just
just hit the one fucking prong that's not all the way
never
up.
mind. Don't touch it. Nick, don't. Yeah, Nick, don't speak. I'm sorry. You're
Just
done.
don't talk, Nicky.
I'm done.
Oh man, nah, but that Kevin, I brought up a point earlier. Chris, can you go unlock the front door, please? I brought up open it. I thought I was making this point of people pulling away from Tate that fucked with him after the cancellation, kind of in the same way, not comparing Epstein, but now that someone brought up Epstein, that people that had any association with Jeffrey Epstein completely pulled away from anything that had to do with him at all.
Yeah.
Kevin C says hashtag free Kevin Savo with a $2 super chat.
Okay, all right. So can everybody just let me talk for a second, because you'll cut me off without knowing you're cutting me off, because we're probably on like a 2-second delay. Okay, so Epstein is a very good point to bring up, but it also draws another comparison that doesn't really line up. Epstein was protected by the people that he was involved with. So you got to remember that Epstein was fucking with people who were in power. We're talking about royalty of the royal family. We're talking about former presidents. We're talking about people that were involved in government. So there most certainly is a world-renowned pedophilia ring, and Hollywood protects it, and the government protects it, and a lot of people in government are pedophiles, a lot of famous people are pedophiles, but you got to remember somebody like Epstein had help from governments who are in on the pedophilia ring. So that's what made him able to do the things that he did and stay low-key and be protected. Same situation with Weinstein. Everybody pulled away who was in on what he was doing, who knew about what he was doing, because at the time it was a known accepted thing in the underbelly of Hollywood, and nobody questioned it and nobody fucked with it. Now, the only people that Tate is associated with who are big deals are famous fucking 12-year-old Twitch streamers and people in the manosphere. And they're people of red pill status and people of financial status, but not necessarily people that would be able to protect him from doing something as fucking heinous as being a sex trafficker. The only thing I can see is that, and I actually, funny enough, I gave a Lyft ride to a girl whose family is in Romania, and without equating it to Tate, she was telling me, oh, it's bad in Romania with the sex trafficking. So that's the one thing that I think makes people think, it could be kind of possible. Secondly, he's villainous as all living fuck in the way he talks. So you got a cat that's in a place that's known for sex trafficking. He's villainous. He already talks about having made money from having female sex performers be part of contributed to what made his millions. So I could get how people are going to get up in arms. But again, the only famous person we could point to who's done something like this is Epstein, but Epstein was heavily protected by the people he was involved with because they were in on it.
And R.
Now,
Kelly.
if it's
and R. Kelly.
Right. Yeah, but R. Kelly's just a fucking
Okay,
bonehead.
Kev,
That
let me
was
pause
something
you. Kev, let me pause you for 2 seconds, because some people in the chat wanted to hear the charges one more time.
I was gonna say.
And let me read it. Yeah, I got it.
Listen, hey, everybody, that's a good point, Rock. Everybody, don't forget, people are checking in like this is a news broadcast, so update them every like 30 minutes.
Yeah. So listen, guys, if you're just tuning in, so Andrew and Tristan Tate have been arrested. Police, this is from the New York Post. Police suspect the Tates of forming an organized crime group that sexually exploited by group members. Exploited by group members by forcing them to perform pornographic demonstrations, pornographic for the purpose of producing and this is fucking big words, disseminating through social media platforms. So I think
It's the cam business.
It's got to be the cam
It's
business.
the cam business. Yeah. One of the chicks came out and said, "Oh, they forced me."
Wait. These are the previous charges. The brothers were questioned for 5 hours by police on April 11th, but were released.
So you said those are the previous charges. I wanted to bring
Videotaping.
I wanted to bring that up because when this happened to him, because this happened to him before, his house got raided for sexual or sex trafficking charges in April of this year. So my question is, when that happened, were there pictures of that arrest and them being put in cuffs? And could that possibly be photos that are surfacing now?
No. It just happened right now.
Yeah, just
Let me say this real quick, because you guys are going to get to talk longer than I am. Real quick, here's the thing. There's such a 50-50 chance it could be either or.
I have the charges, guys. Hold on.
I like Tate. I'll just go fuck myself, I guess.
Okay, yeah, go fuck yourself. Real quick, Kevin, before you continue. Okay, so I'm in the midst of a big article, guys. So just shut up. Anyway, I'm in the midst of these articles, guys. So that was the last one they were speaking on. This is what they were grabbed for. Apparently, it says police descended on a villa Andrew Tate and his brother Tristan were staying at Thursday to detain the British brothers on kidnapping and rape charges. This is what New York Post is saying. The brothers had allegedly detained 2 young women, one with American citizenship, and one Romanian, inside the villa against their will in April, where they were subjected to physical violence and mental corrosion. So I don't know if this is all from April, but basically this was reported 5 minutes, 25 minutes ago, however long this article came out. I don't know if they're talking about these most recent charges, but they got grabbed for, I guess, what has to be sex trafficking. The headline says arrested on sex trafficking allegations. So that's the report. Okay,
you know what it is? It's probably just one of the ugliest chicks in the group who weren't getting no money donated to them, and they're like, "Why the fuck am I doing this? You know, I'm just gonna flip it," and they just completely fuck everything up.
In these articles that I'm seeing a lot of relations to the case, the investigation and the raid that happened to them in April. So
I guarantee it's an ugly chick. I guarantee it's.
That's why it has me skeptical. Like, I don't know. This could be something.
They probably use that. They use that to get them this.
Yeah.
Time.
And reminder.
That's part of it. They included it.
Reminder. This is breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. So obviously, speaking on it at this point, Kev, you got to turn on your thing. All right, Kevin, you're done. All right, Kevin said it was gone. Anyway.
Fuck Kevin's gone.
All right. Anyway, so obviously we're speaking in a time where there's not a lot of information other than they were arrested for sex trafficking. So as much speculation as we can do, as we move forward through the week, we'll cover more of this. We're not going to be like the fucking news for Andrew Tate's arrest, but to speak on this topic and let you guys know. And for everyone new tuning in, please subscribe. But if you're here and you want to learn about what's going on with Andrew Tate, we do not have all the answers, obviously. So I'm just here to let you know.
Quality.
No, he's done. Yeah, he's done. Yeah, Kevin, fuck off, please. Anyway, so Kevin Savo's done. And yeah, so basically I'm gonna ask you guys this question. How do you think, if it is something that was created by the Matrix, do you think this is something that has to be conspirized and created by a government, by a police force, or by top heads in like some kind of a nation's Illuminati, for lack of better terms, within the Matrix? Because like that's what he keeps talking about. So I'm going to talk on his point where he's saying the Matrix will come for me one day and they were going to arrest me and then their last bullet is killing me. How does that even formulate?
But do you think he uses that? And I'm playing both sides. But do you think he uses and says those kind of things as a shield for knowing when his incrimination, incriminating things he does comes to light? That's what he's going to play off of to have his back.
It's a safe.
It's just a question.
It's a safe word shield if that is the case. And obviously we don't know what he's doing. And if shit comes out and he goes through an extensive court case, it's not going to be like some Johnny Depp shit. If they fucking find him criminally guilty of something, then it's going to honestly. And the fucked up thing is, if, say, hypothetically, this is something with sex trafficking that they find Andrew Tate guilty of, and he did do it, not saying he did, that's going to tarnish so much of what he said, because he's done so much for men around the world, and so many younger men and men of his age and younger and older look up to him and like have changed their lives based on things that he said.
You could kind of relate it to like just what happened with the Liver King, saying he's not on steroids and making the kids believe that, you know, you could get like that without, it's just basically like a false thing. It's like everything's a lie.
I saw someone in the chat earlier say kidnapping, not alpha.
Yeah,
it didn't happen. It's just someone flipping the script because they want to get them for money, man. It's just not realistic.
Yeah, listen, guys, if your phones are on the Wi-Fi, please turn it off because we're a little blurry. I'm going to turn off my computer real quick. So what I've seen through this is that whatever the case may be, the internet, just like how we're speculating, but we're I guess. And I'm not saying we're biased, but through the red pill lens, we do have our viewpoint of Andrew Tate. Anybody online that hates him is gonna vilify and just fucking beat down on him in a situation like this.
Yeah, they're gonna eat this up.
And a funny thing is a lot of did you guys see what's going on? What happened with Tate this past week with the Greta Thorburn or whatever?
Yeah, it's on Twitter. Yeah.
Yeah, the running story is gonna be
I have it
Greta's the one that gave him the last bullet that put him in jail. Greta ended
She's
Andrew
with
Tate.
crazy ratios. Like,
Yeah, what?
She's an environmental activist. She shared one of his tweets, and said, "Yes, please enlighten me. Email me at smalldickenergy@getalife.com."
she got 1 million likes.
Mhm.
And she shared Tate's post, which said, "Hello," and put her at, "I have 33 cars. My Bugatti was W16." Just telling him about his car.
He's basically talking shit, saying
this is just the start.
I'll explain it. That's They were arguing back and forth. She's an environmentalist. I think she's like 20 years old now. I think she started when she was like 14 or 15.
Yeah, she's a little ridiculous.
And she was coming at Tate about his supercar collection and the carbon footprint of his supercar collection. And basically, he was just trolling her the whole time. And then he also released a response video, whether it was today or the day before.
That response video I didn't know the response video.
The response video had the pizza box in it.
Box is the picture right there.
So Greta put him in jail.
So that's how they know that he was back in Romania,
Oh
because he
my
was
God.
staying in Dubai.
Oh, that's how they got him.
Yeah.
That's
Dude,
crazy.
because I heard people saying that Greta's the one that got him, that like put him under, that got him in jail. She didn't do anything. The response video with him eating the pizza, and the fucked up thing is, he flexed the pizza boxes in that video. He's like, "Go get me some more pizza boxes and make sure the boxes aren't recyclable."
Okay,
That's insane.
Took him out, man. Jerry's Pizza took him out.
I think he was wanted in multiple countries. So.
All right, this stream's kind of choppy, so hold on. Keep going.
A spokesman for Tate stated, "We cannot provide any details at the moment regarding alleged reports that have been detained. However, Andrew Tate and Tristan Tate have the utmost respect for the Romanian authorities and will assist and help in any way they can." So, I don't know. What are you guys' thoughts? We are taking super chats questions. Where do you guys stand on this? Do you think he did? Do you think he didn't? Do you think it's the Matrix trying to get him? What do you guys think? Drop some shit in the chat, some super chats. Let's crack this open together. But I will say, this just happened. This is breaking news. So we are just learning about this as you are. But I am excited to see, because I know he's going to do it. I hope he does. Myron do his Fedit episode.
His Fedit breakdown, yeah.
Because he'll take a deeper dive. That being his background history. And
real quick, because I got to use the bathroom. While I'm going, talk about what do you think the female reaction will be on social media?
The feminists are gonna eat this shit.
Yeah, they're gonna be like, "I told you, I told you." But that goes back to just not assuming. Like, no one is proven guilty until it.
I bet Twitter is crazy right now. I just found out about this when I walked through the door.
Aiden Ross
Twitter
also posted a video saying Andrew Tate got arrested. They had just been doing lives together. Shit's crazy, man. Shit's crazy. The last time this happened to Andrew Tate, he claimed that it was a common problem with social media influencers involving swatting. And if anybody doesn't know what swatting is when a hacker tracks your IP address, figures out where you're at, call the police, your local police department, and say you're doing something really bad, and so they can see it on the live. And I just kind of explained that on our live, so don't get us. Don't get us.
That's so crazy. Yeah, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, he was wanted in like multiple countries.
Yeah, the females are going to turn on him big time, and it's going to be crazy because they're not even going to be making sense what they're saying, because they're just going to go off the headlines, not going to go off the facts.
I don't think he was wanted in multiple countries. I think there was investigations launched on him, but to be wanted, you need to already have the warrant for you.
Well, yeah, he got arrested.
No, but I'm talking about like in other countries.
The street interviews have to make another return.
Nikki G, relax, please. So, what are they saying in the chat, Nikki G?
A lot of people.
Nothing. We got any super chats? We got any super chats?
Yet. Most people are saying it's just the Matrix. I think it's all planned.
Yeah, everybody's saying wanted where.
All right, well, listen here. I'll ask another question. Obviously, completely different scenario, because the shit that, what was Johnny Depp's bitch name?
Amber Heard.
Amber Heard. So
Amber
listen,
Heard.
yeah, whatever. So Amber Heard. With that whole situation, obviously Johnny Depp was not the whole Johnny Depp shit. He had a nation of people rallying behind him against Amber Heard. And obviously, this is a little bit more severe of a situation because that was one-on-one battering and Johnny Depp was taking the worst part of it. Do you think the men in this space will rally behind Tate, one, during these court progressions if it gets that far, regardless of if it's true or not, and say he beats this case? Do you think people will look at him differently moving forward outside of it?
He's always going to have this stigma on him no matter
He
what.
already has had it.
No, not like this though.
Not like this, but I'm talking about
Even if he beats this is always going to be a topic that they bring up about him, and we're going to see who like treads lightly moving forward, rocking with him. Like,
well, he beat the
if
last
people
one.
start falling back,
but listen, beating the last one is nothing to do with like, because when he beat the last one, was he pulled out of the house and cuffed and all that shit?
Yeah.
Okay, well I didn't see that.
They got raided. His house got raided.
His house got raided. Was he taken out and detained and
yeah, that's what happens.
Clanked?
That's what happens. When you get
Okay,
raided.
all right. Well, I didn't know that. But listen, but like talking about the stigma of it being attached to you, like obviously weird person to bring up, R.I.P. Kobe Bryant, but that
R.I.P.
the allegations he had with the words I'm not going to be allowed to say on YouTube, those stuck with him the entire time too.
yeah, 100%.
It's
Ben Roethlisberger,
Ben Roethlisberger.
I wonder if he can Chris Brown it.
completely different. Michael Vick, people still look at him like a dog killer, but
we do have a super chat from Rolo Rock. You want to read it off?
Rolo
Viewers?
Unk Tomasi says, theoretical, the DIICOT arrests both Tates for trafficking so they can get them on bigger charges. There was also a Romanian policewoman arrested in connection to their arrests. Dime dropped from Rolo Tomasi. It's the DIICOT.
The plot.
Yeah.
thickens.
Arrests. I'm gonna read that one more time just for y'all. So Rolo Tomasi says, theoretical, the DIICOT arrests both Tates for trafficking so they can get them on bigger charges. There was also a Romanian policewoman arrested in their connection to the arrests.
and for those who do not know, the DIICOT is the Directorate of Investigating Organized Crime.
Okay. So one thing that makes me think of is so if he's been in Dubai, right? Let's just try to piece this puzzle together. If he's been in Dubai, hasn't been in Romania, and other than the pizza box, he obviously was keeping him being on Romanian soil low. So he's avoiding Romania. Why is he just avoiding Romania when he also avoids a couple other locations? Do you think there's other possible allegations following him in other countries?
He's setting up shop everywhere.
No, but like, so if you're setting up shop in Dubai as like your safe haven, and he doesn't like going to the States, he doesn't like going to some certain places, do you think it's not just because of the reaction I get and I can't wear my Rolex out in Detroit, Michigan? Like, it's other locations that kind of can fuck with him. So maybe he is truly avoiding something that's maybe not as severe as fucking sex trafficking, but there's a fashion of business that Tate does where it's obviously not the uniform way of making money, as everyone knows, which is the 9 to 5. And he has a lot of businesses where, for example, like the cam girl business, even though that's what he came off of, obviously it's not something you're going to flaunt your name behind. So when he was doing it coming up early, he was not even attached to it. He was a ghost in the background operating these fucking rooms. And whether he took advantage of those women or not, I don't know. I don't think he did. He was proven not guilty with 12. I don't know if he's proven not guilty, but he didn't have any charges faced on that. But listen, what they're doing is, and Tate is 100% right in this with the Matrix trying to cut him off. They're building, and Rolo speaking on other charges to get him on bigger charges. They're building this case. And so as soon as a police force, whatever the case may be, I don't know what they call it in Romania. I think it's what Rich just said and Rolo just dropped. When they get a little bit of dirt on someone where they have a lot of speculations about other shit they're doing, once they get them in custody, then the fucking bridge starts crumbling with all the little different shit they can pick from here and here and here and here. And the fucked up thing about being a world traveler is if you have allegations or investigations going on in different countries, those countries do communicate if it's something that doesn't have to do with like a huge political, like.
We got a super chat from Sydney M6TOW. Twitter blocked me from retweeting Matt Walker's thread about Tate's arrest. Also, the girl making claims is from the U.S., likely a leftist feminist.
Yeah. So, and the term that I'm going to also attach to this is sex trafficking and kidnapping are headline terms, and that's what they use for the arrestable terms. But it will unravel into the telephone effect. You guys know what the telephone effect is?
Yeah, when
Yeah,
you
like-
say something.
You say
as it
something,
goes, the story gets watered.
Story
down.
just breaks, right? We got this girl, this girl, apparently it's kidnapping. All people are going to remember is the 2 words kidnapping, or the 3 words kidnapping and sex trafficking. So as this trickles and moves on, the idea of Tate,
kidnapping, sex trafficking, and rape.
Does
That-
Tate
that's-
got cam girls
Don't
in Dubai?
Don't say that word on YouTube.
Does Tate
Oh, shit.
does Tate
Great.
have cam girls in Dubai?
Race.
Because they're probably bad as fuck.
The fucked up thing,
best.
listen, the fucked up thing about the connection, I'm not saying anything about Tate. This is just a known fact about the connection between Europe and Dubai is what? Do you guys know? I said this a little bit earlier in the podcast.
The connection between Europe and Dubai.
Between
Yeah,
Europe
school-
and
tell
Dubai.
us.
With-
We're not having a
It
quiz,
is, hey,
Rocky.
listen. Okay,
Yeah.
because y'all ain't as intelligent as I am.
Yeah, okay.
I'm the top.
You're
I'm the
stressing me
top
out
R.
right
No,
now.
I'm just kidding. It's
Top
it's
simp.
no, just whatever the fuck. It's the number one place to go for sex traffic exploitation. That's where all the money is. That's where all those. I don't even know what they're called out there. They're not kings, but fucking
Where Dubai?
yeah, Dubai, because that's where all the fucking the sheiks, the rich sheiks. So
The
people.
sheiks and the
So
shamans.
the main sex trafficking organizations that have nothing to do with Andrew Tate, that run and operate in the fucking underground world, the fucking dark internet and dark alleyway, fucking big rich business. A lot of it goes to Dubai and those other foreign countries where they do try to purchase women. I'm not saying that's what he's doing. I'm saying, but there's a connection between Europe and Dubai, and
Nah, dude. When they say human trafficking, they're talking
I know.
about the cam business.
yeah, the cam. Okay,
That's what they're talking.
now I was just bringing up that point between Dubai.
I didn't know he still did the cam business. I figured after he
don't-
made it, he stopped.
I don't think he
My
does.
main question for anything that Tate's doing that can be seen as illegal that no one knows about, or if there's nothing, is whatever the case may be, is why is he still in so? I know I don't never take a day off, and he works in so many industries. When you achieve this amount of fame, and he's always saying like, "I have all the money in the world. I'm happy. I don't have to do this." Da, 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 da. Why not pull back from, for example, the cam business? You don't need the fucking money. You have 27 fucking supercars. One of them's worth $5 million, but then it's the fuel. Like J. Cole was talking about it. He's like, if you're addicted to money, then all you're gonna do is chase it. I got 5, got to get 10, got 10, got to get 20, got 100, got to get 100, got to get 500. And same thing with women. If you chase women all your fucking life, one's never gonna be good enough. It's gonna be okay. I got 1, I need 2, I need 3, I got 5. So that drive for something that's like not only a dopamine release, but something that like you build your ego off of, your brand off of. Like half of Tate's brand is his success in a great way, because that's how you fucking display a high value male, is by being successful. So half of the idea of it is the amount of money he's made, but going forward with so much attention on you for something like the cam business, I don't know if he's been still running it or not, or if these are allegations from whatever the fuck that they're just finally pinning it on him. Why not take a step back and just be like, dude, I got this going on. I got Hustlers University, this and that. Why continue with it? Because I'm guessing based on these allegations that this is something that's still going on.
Pimps will be pimps, players will be players, man. It's hard to get out of certain things.
It is hard to get out of certain things, but I bet he did like stop. Like I
Just
bet
like
he did chill out with
the
that a little
chat
bit.
is
But they can. The thing about it is they can still get him on it.
The chat is erupting and saying that he stopped doing the cams.
That
Yeah,
listen,
years-
I was
years
just
ago.
speculating. That's what I thought.
Yeah, but you want to
So
know
then
why?
why?
They are just speculating that too. Because are you with Tate? Are you at his villa in Romania?
don't
You don't
know. I
fucking know what he's
That's a
doing when
good
those
point.
doors are
I don't
closed.
know what he got.
So what the fuck are you talking about?
So,
You're a
but-
donut.
I was prefacing that based on the article saying okay, but there's two different allegations that we're talking about here now, but they're going to be tied into at some point with this court progression. They're talking about the kidnapping of 2 women, right? And they got, so if they kidnapped 2 women, if when they were busted, no women were claimed to have been found or removed, like it wasn't like some fucking like
Yeah,
SEAL
where are
Team
the
6
women? Did they
removal.
escape? Like,
Well,
'Cause-
that allegation is from the raid, right? That's from the raid.
What allegation?
That
That's why they raided.
yeah.
Yeah, no, but there's 2 raids now we're talking about. What allegation and what raid are you talking about?
I'm talking about the one that happened earlier.
In April.
Let me put it like this. You ever worked a job and your boss is a dick and you don't like him and no, for real. And then like shit's good and like you've seen him do some crazy shit, but you hold it under your wrap because you want to get your paycheck and you don't want to get fired, right?
whoa.
So then you
whoa,
listen.
What are you talking?
Listen,
about?
let me finish. Don't interrupt me on the fucking podcast.
Just
Don't
talk.
do that shit.
I'm not interrupting.
Anyways, fucking once you leave, you're like, fuck this dude. What am I fucking holding this back shit back for? You start talking shit and start like so it's the same thing with the cam girls. He could have not have been fucking like he could have just been setting them up in the cams, which is not illegal. There's OnlyFans. There's like it's not illegal unless
It's legally
There's
unless
a-
you're held against your will.
unless you're held against your will. But how do you know these women aren't just upset because he's like, all right, you know what? You're acting up, you're done, you're out. And then now they're like, okay, so now that I'm gone and you're excluding me from this, sexual assault.
Yeah,
It could be that.
Are you saying that a previous boss that you know is a human trafficker?
That's
exactly what-
That's what I
job.
that's what I just
exactly
heard.
what I'm saying.
That's what I just heard.
No, but it's crazy because when Tate speaks about women that he's had in his, let's just say, circumference, speaking on him, they defend him to the maximum degree, whether it's something to be defended like on a high scale like this, which I don't think is the topic of the conversation. But like, I heard a story when Tate was talking about how like news articles or like newspapers or TV shows would hit up women that he's associated with and ask them to badmouth Andrew Tate for financial gain. And majority of all of those women had nothing bad to say about him, and they held his back. If this is something, I can't even speculate anymore on how these women have a connection to him. What they're saying is that he's been holding two women against their will. Is that basically the reason for the raid?
Yeah, where though?
All those women that are like,
Where is a good question.
all those women that are like holding it down for him, they need to keep that energy when it comes to court.
True,
You know, he's gonna need
absolutely.
them.
They're gonna drop
Them
the
witnesses.
Surviving Tate docuseries.
Yeah, so guys, Andrew Tate has been taken into custody with his brother Andrew Tate off of
Tristan.
oh Jesus Christ, Tristan Tate off of sex trafficking and kidnapping allegations. We're not going to go too much longer because there's only so much we can speak on. I don't know how you guys feel. If you have anything else to say going forward, obviously keep your eyes out for how this news develops. There's going to be a lot more content, not just from us. I'm not saying we're going to completely cover Andrew Tate, but I'm assuming if this does make it to court, because this seems a little bit more severe than the last one, if this does go to court, the world is going to be in mayhem.
Look,
Yeah,
if you
Twitter about
guys
to-
all in the
Twitter's
chat,
crazy.
if
Free
you guys
Tate,
all
free
in the
Tate,
chat,
free
drop
Tate.
free Tate, drop a like on this video, and if we get this video with a decent amount of likes, we'll go visit the Tate brothers in the
All right.
penitentiary.
All right, hold on. We're not gonna wrap up. Let me tap Kevin in because he goes, well, hey, hold up, man. Before you wrap up, I got some more to say. So we're gonna tap Kevin Savo in here, and I think we could have got some other people to come in and speak on this as well, guys. But it's definitely something new that we did not want to get other higher influenced people involved in. So Nick, let me make sure that I connect to this. If you can hit, I'm connected. Okay,
Real
so
quick, we have Rolo. He says they ceased to. Oh no, this is not the real Rolo.
is that a fake
The
Rolo?
fake Rolo?
Nikki
Polo?
This is why
Come on,
Nicky
Nikki
G's
G.
mic's off, because he goes, we have Rolo. No, it is the fake Rolo.
There's also there might be a fake Sterling.
All right,
Cooper
so
in the
listen,
The
we're
fake ones get you, Nikki.
yeah,
G. Don't
guys.
fall for it.
Yeah,
man.
guys, don't accept crypto from any fake Rolo Tomasi's in our shit. Nick, no one can hear you.
No one can hear you.
No
Nikki
one
G.
can hear
gotta
you.
stop
No more
talking.
speaking. All right, Kevin, can you hear us?
Okay. Have a good night.
This motherfucker.
Oh my god!
At least get her number, Kev.
You're so soft.
Oh, hold on one second, guys. All right, take it easy. All right, hold on, you guys. Everybody's got to talk about, oh, we're wrapping up because there's nothing left to say. Just got a dumb fuck driving a Lyft over here who had a lot to say for the past half hour.
And you've been sitting in the car for the past half hour. You've been going.
Well, yeah,
now.
no, I get it. No, also, I get this beautiful girl in the car that I would have loved to talk to, but I'm trying to talk to you guys, and I just get hung up on like I ain't shit.
Because all I heard was the
And that-
feedback.
You know, it fucked up the whole vibe because like I was getting it rolling, and then I'm like yelling at you guys on the phone, and then she wasn't interested. But anyways, all right. Here's the thing.
Hold on, Rolo said that actually was him in the chat.
Okay, just always text confirm with Rolo before you shout out. Hey, Rolo says this, that, and the third.
Rolo says send
No,
him
He
crypto.
said
Just
someone
kidding.
unmodded him.
Nick, did you
listen.
unmod him?
How would I?
Oh, you guys.
I haven't been.
All right, everyone stop speaking so Kevin Savo can say his piece.
All right, no, it's just I had a little bit more to add on this because this is the thing about when the Matrix comes for you. My belief is that it's really not looking good for Tate. And I like Tate and I like everything that he said, but don't forget, we rise to fame in this arena through saying things that maybe like the conservative thinking platforms agree with, and then they want to catapult you. But Tate didn't invent truth, he just articulates it phenomenally in a way that's really entertaining and reach the whole world. So I'm not going to be considered a Tate hater for saying I like a lot of his shit, but I got to say it's not looking great for him with this being the second time police have gotten involved under the confines of something that's suspected to be human trafficking. And I'm going to tell you why. Because of the place he lives, the place you said, Rock, he was trying to avoid for a period of time, and a plethora of other things. I'll tell you this too. I remember Cat Williams saying, and this is what I first heard in my head when Tate became a Muslim. I remember Cat Williams saying, Michael get his ass in trouble. Now all of a sudden he want to be surrounded by Muslims.
Kev, stop for a second.
Kev, 1 second. I have to stop you there. I'm sorry. We got a $900 super chat.
There's no fucking
No,
way.
the fuck you don't.
There's no fucking way.
That's a different currency.
Nikki
It's a
G.
different currency.
Oh, it's ARS. Never.
You're a fucking asshole.
Fuck.
I told you I've done the same shit when I first
All
started.
right, well,
getting
now I'm
super
reading
chats.
it because there's a lot of 9s and 0s. in
Nikki
this.
G, show them on the screen, man.
Yeah, all right. Real quick, I have to cut you off. He says, my theory, he is arrested under false charges and everybody talks about it. Then charges are dropped and he comes back saying, the Matrix tried to get me and they failed. It's a PR stunt. I hope it works. He's a genius. Kevin, real quick.
Listen, all right. Go ahead.
I call Mark. I'm going to hang up on you for a second. Mark's got to connect to your phone. My phone's about to die. So give me 2 seconds.
Dude, just take the charger. There's a charger right
Here,
there.
do this. It's like on 1. Let me see. Okay. So Kevin did that once before when he was on a live. He's like, we got a $500 super chat.
That was Argentinian money, man.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah. Well, thank you so
Still
much.
appreciate
Thank you.
it.
Thank you
Still
so much for
appreciate
the
it.
fucking super chat.
Oh,
Much
man,
fucking
man.
appreciated.
Rollo, I was reading the article you sent me, and Rollo also did say that they did also impound 2 of his vehicles.
Nick, hit that. The
2
connection?
of Andrew Tate's vehicles.
They impounded 2 of his vehicles.
Yes.
Rolla with the details. Connect the phone, Mark's phone. Double tap the thing. Not to rush out on y'all. Y'all gonna have to wrap this up because I gotta go to a hockey game. So give me 2 seconds. But yeah. So keep a lookout moving forward. And Kevin Savo, I'm gonna call him back right now, and we're gonna get his final thoughts. Call him back. That is gonna be it for me, ladies and gentlemen. So Richie B, Grizzly the Great, Marc Savo, hand it out. RedPillLions.com.
All right, are we finally good?
Yep.
Yeah, you're
Rocky's
good, Kev.
leaving.
All right. Okay, that's cool. Keep the show going anyways. There's a lot of people watching. Listen, I'm trying to make my points quick and concise, but sometimes I get like Rollo in this bitch. I got a long-winded point because it relates to a lot of different things. Can I go on for like 3 minutes real quick?
Do it.
Go crazy, bro.
Okay, this is what I want to say. I have enjoyed Tate and everything he has to say thus far, just like everybody else has. I never initially thought that he was actually a real life villain just because he comes off as villainous when he makes his points, which are usually rooted in conservative beliefs that most conservatives would agree with. I think he knew what he was doing. He played his cards right and purposely agitated the world by saying obscene shit. And some of the shit he said was obscene. Because how else were you going to captivate the intention of the entire fucking world and actually become generally what he is kind of like a conservative talking head like anybody else. He says shit that most conservatives aren't going to disagree with and all the rest of it. Is my shit all fucked up? I'm hearing my voice.
No, we can hear you. We can hear you.
I can deal with
Sound
it.
good.
Okay, so now, Jesus Christ, I had so much to say and you guys kept fucking me up.
Come on, you got it, Kev.
You got it. You got it.
All right, listen. Hold on a second. All right, you know what? Hold up. I'm canceling the fucking.
Yeah, stop taking rides if you're.
I'm done.
Dude.
Because I can't fucking think straight. I'm trying to pick up fucking. All right, hold on a second. All right, here's the thing. So I enjoy Tate as much as anybody else has, but when it comes to this being the second time police have gotten involved under the confines of suspicious activity relating to human trafficking, that on top of a multitude of different things, I honestly got to say it's not looking good for him. And the reason I say that is because I'm in full belief, as many people who are aware and are red pill, not just relating to intersexual dynamics, but relating to the blue pill fantasy we're sold on government and how government works and how they will actually destroy somebody's reputation if you speak against the government. Those of us that are aware of that know the Matrix really will come for you, but oftentimes it's really not done this way. Okay, now maybe it's because Tate is flashy and so much of what he's done has related to promiscuous shit like the fucking webcams, that maybe they would try to go after him for something like this. But David Icke, all right, is one of the most popular conspiracy theorists in the world. He was just banned from 28 countries associated with the European Union. All right, all they had to do was say, that's it. You're not allowed to come in our country. Unlike Andrew Tate, who just talks online, David Icke famously was known for giving speeches. One time sold out Wembley Arena to talk for 9 hours and educate all of Wembley Arena on all the conspiracies relating to what the government does. So he's been exposing truths for the past 20 years in different countries through giving lectures. Finally, they took him off YouTube, deplatformed him years ago. This is way before Tate. And now 28 countries associated with the European Union has just said, we're good. You're not allowed into the country because we know what you'll do. You'll hold an event and you'll air out all the government secrets. So they used to just try to take him off platforms on the internet. Then venues started banning him from speaking. in cooperation with local government. Don't let him come here and expose the secrets of our government. Now, 28 European Union countries have just said, you're not even allowed in the country. I think Australia banned him long before. So what I'm saying is, I fully believe that the Matrix will come for people and say, if you're exposing government truths and secrets, you cannot come around here. You can't host an event. You can't be seen here. But that's exactly what they did to David Icke. So they could do that to Tate by banning him from different countries, banning him from different platforms, as they've done. He's not a public speaker, so there's no need to ban him from different speaking venues. But this is just like more of like a character assassination thing, and a framing situation, framing a crime, if that's what we want to assume is going on here. But he's already in a place that's known for sex trafficking. This is the second sex trafficking allegation. On top of it, what I was trying to say before was there's this Cat Williams quote that's ringing in my head when he became Muslim, when he converted to Islam. That Cat Williams was saying, as soon as Michael get in trouble, he want to be surrounded by Muslims. Michael, we know you ain't no Muslim. and that's the first thing that rang in my head, is that the dude gets canceled off of everything, and now all of a sudden he's Muslim. Nobody ever wants to be Muslim. Nobody ever wants to convert to Islam when everything is going just fucking great. So that's another slightly suspicious thing, because whether you're a diehard red pill cat, whether you're a cat that thinks every allegation is a wrong allegation, when certainly women can make false allegations, but sometimes allegations are real. You got to weed through and check it out for yourself. You know, it's like Cosby versus R. Kelly versus Johnny Depp versus people who it's likely they were framed and not likely they were framed based on evidence. Now, I'm not saying there's an overwhelming a lot of evidence. I'm just saying it's starting to look increasingly more suspicious for Tate. The only thing that I started this show off by saying was, when I first dialed in on the line, is unlike a character like Epstein, he is not associated with people that are really going to protect him like Epstein was. Everybody who was cooling it with Epstein was involved with what he was doing. So if it were people that were in the royal family, or it was people from the American government, or it was former presidents, they have an incentive to protect him because they're involved. If he goes down, everybody goes down. And that's why they had to take him out and kill him. Now Tate doesn't have those kind of affiliations. He may be tight with some other famous people, some other people of status, some other people of financial status, some other people of clout, whatever. But he's not in with governments. So I'm just end off by saying it really could go 50-50. He could be totally framed, or he could be totally innocent. But what I think is it's probably more a gray area in between. He's definitely a cat that has gotten that wildly financially successful, has delved into some level of criminal activity, I'm sure. But I'm not sure it was the most heinous shit in the world, because spotlight fame is not a blanket. It's not a blanket that's going to protect you from wrongdoing, especially real heinous criminal shit like sex trafficking.
Yeah.
Fame is a spotlight. It's not a blanket. So that was the only thing that always was my first thought, was if you were a sex trafficker, do you think the wisest thing to do would be to start a fucking affiliate marketing program that shot you up to being the #1 most Googled person in the summer of 2022? What do you guys think?
Yeah, one hand washes the other, I guess. We got a super chat from Marco Beck Jordan. He goes, JFK, Malcolm X, Martin Luther, Princess Diana, Michael Jackson, Abraham Lincoln. The list is long.
Yeah, but I was relating it more to people that speak truth, because basically people that don't know David Icke should go Google David Icke. His takedown has been a lot quieter, a lot more routine. It has been done through court process. He appeared in court when he got banned from 28 European Union countries on Zoom, and I don't know what the outcome of that has been. But David Icke has been shut up from exposing government conspiracies all around the world for the past 20 years. A, it took him 20 years to do it, to actually shut him down. And B, it was done in a very quiet, routine court proceeding sort of way, where they didn't need to say he took advantage of a chick, he did something heinous, he did something wild. It was more routine. There were rumblings for years of them trying to say that he's anti-Semitic, he's racist, and those things. But now 28 European Union countries were able to just say, you're not allowed here. That was done traditionally. It was deplatformed off YouTube and everything 4 years ago. And I'm just saying, I believe the Matrix can come for you, but sometimes they don't need to make this big of a splash. Now, maybe because David Icke and Alex Jones and guys like this are not popular with the fucking kids like Tate is, they need to go for a character assassination. I'm just saying there's enough sketchy details that it could be 50-50 or somewhere in between.
I agree.
I agree too.
Yeah,
Is
innocent.
basically what I'm thinking.
Innocent until proven guilty, man. And I'm trying to hold my biases on this one. I'm trying to really look at the facts, look at the evidence, and then
Where you got a bias against Tate or for Tate?
No, I love Tate, man. I think he says some awesome things, man. But
it just is what it is. When you get that much money, you can't resist doing illegal shit. Not saying that he is doing illegal shit, but I wouldn't be able to resist it.
But the feminists are gonna eat this up and just assume the word. So
they're gonna love
I
this. They're
encourage
gonna-
everybody when it does go public of exactly what went down is that you do your research and make your own conclusion, and don't let a headline on the internet form your conclusion for you.
yeah,
Well, I'll tell you this much. Yeah, I'll tell you this much, though. I've been saying, just like Rolo's got his prophecies, I got my prophecies. And I had been saying 2023 is going to be the last year for red pill related content being mainstream. So it would be a nice little takedown of the current red pill champion right before we enter 2023 to start a slow tapering off process of really, really ridding the internet of red pill content. Because with the way censorship is increasing, I don't think Rumble's going to save it. I don't think anything's really going to save it. The pendulum swings. And it was a surprise to all of us when we got involved in red pill content in mid 2021 that it was even going to go mainstream. Previously to that, it was really just an underground thing. You had cats like AMS, and you knew about Rolo, and you knew about the Rational Male, but it was underground fame. And then surprising to all of us, we just came in at the right time unknowingly. I was just working with Rolo, as we're associated with Rolo Tomasi, and I'm a filmmaker, so I casted Rolo in a movie. He brings me on his talk show. He says, why don't you get involved in red pill shit? And I'm like, okay, I mean, it's not my main goal in life, but I am a very red pill person. So fuck it, I'll start talking on these things. It was not as hot then as it is now. Sometime in late 2021, leading into summer of 2022, it just popped. And it's uncontrollably popped now, but they got to start tapering it down at some point. This shit is not going to fly forever. So I had been said that I think red pill content is only going to be mainstream the way it is right now. For 2023, I think by 2024, not only is the gynocentric social order and the thought police going to taper it down, people are just going to be fucking tired of it. It's going to be like, okay, the intersectional dynamics between men and women, yeah, we get it. Okay, women want to act like men want to act like women. It doesn't, just shut the fuck up about it already. We did this shit all of 2022 and 2023. But to take down the fucking leading most famous red pill cat right before we enter 2023 is a nice way to kick off that process, I believe. And if the chat has any thoughts of that, go ahead and weigh in on it. I'll let the other guys talk.
Yeah. So Kevin
mainstream red pill is finished in 2023 is what you
Kevin
saying.
doesn't see a far future
in 2024.
2024. And you think the Tate's getting arrested is the start of that downfall?
definitely a
It
power
would
move
be-
for him.
It'd be a nice little one. I'd argue that if Kevin Samuels had stayed alive, they would have eventually hit him with something too.
R.I.P.
Mm-hmm. I don't think they killed him, but I'm just saying if he had stayed alive, I think they would have hit him with some nice harsh accusations.
It's
Just
just,
to let
it is
somebody
what it is.
fall-
They take out the guys with the voice, man. The main person with the voice, they go straight for the source.
To let somebody flaunt that kind of arrogance in a world-renowned, famous kind of way for as long as he did, it's entirely possible that they're just like, you know what? We tried to take you off Instagram. And that's an interesting point too, is what is Musk going to do about this with Twitter? Because he reinstated Kanye. If I believe Kanye was canceled, he reinstated Kanye. And then Kanye had to go fully off the fucking rails. And even Musk had to be like, Jesus Christ, dude, trying to give you some free fucking speech. You just want to go completely off the rails. Now I actually, on my free speech platform, have to say, you know what? Some of y'all aren't allowed to talk. Fuck it. And with it being a criminal investigation, Musk might feel that kind of pressure to come in and be like, same shit. It's like, you know what, you bald sunglass wearing fuck. I was really trying to do something good. Really trying to be cool here.
I don't think
Elon
will take off Twitter unless he
We got a super chat from
posts something on Twitter.
We got a super chat from Ben Lynch. Innocent until proven guilty is a pipe dream this day and age. The court of public opinion has already decided he is guilty. This issue will be decided by those in power. I agree completely.
Yeah. It's so
The higher-
funny thing is
innocent.
maybe we'll just never fucking know.
This
That's what I'm
is
saying.
bigger than what it is. This is some higher ups up there that just want to silence certain things.
You never know. Sometimes people of status, like they get out real quick and then they go online and they make their statement, but you never know. This might stretch out a little bit. You don't know how long they're going to be in there.
Well, let me add this real quick. I'm not trying to talk over everybody like crazy, but let me add this real quick. Here's something that the public isn't fully aware of. The Me Too era has kind of died down, but it was really, really hot last time I was in Carolina. Actually, that was 2017. I believe late 2017.
So you're
is
Tate's
when
bad
Me Too
luck.
popped off. Possibly, but here's something that the public doesn't know about the Me Too movement. It was such a media splash that there were plenty of people. Plenty of famous celebrities that were wrongfully accused of sexual assault went to court, were proven innocent, settled it. But the media was so much louder than them, they never really were able to clear it from their public persona. I know some people rightfully went down that were rightfully proven guilty, but there were also a lot of celebrities that got hit and went to court, proved themselves innocent, and cleared it the fuck up. But they didn't really get a chance to prove it in the media the same way. While it was the media that destroyed their reputation. So sometimes court versus media, when you're a public figure, is a real bitch. So I'm thinking we just may never know. And unfortunately, because of the circumstances of the time, you have to stand right in the middle and say it's 50-50. Any man in his position could be wrongfully accused or be rightfully accused and proven guilty. But who the fuck are we to say, and how the fuck are we to truly ever know?
I think the media is going to be harsh regardless, and I don't give a fuck. I go off basically on facts. So
I think he's going to be out of jail very, very soon.
I have a feeling too, but then I also have this other feeling that this could stretch out for a little while.
I got a question. So if this all comes out to be true, how would your views on red pill change?
That's a good one. That's definitely a good one. I'd keep it as simple as saying, believe in the message because the message works. Don't always put your whole faith and support in the messenger.
Yeah.
Because truth was truth before fucking Rollo Tomasi was even born. You know what I mean? Rollo's claim to fame and a lot of other guys' claim to fame is their talent and ability to articulate truth, as well as showcase their own theories that are often proven true in many people's experiences. But before Rollo, Donovan, before the red pill community even existed, the truth in what intersexual dynamics is always existed. Truth doesn't change based on who says it. But, you know, what could you say? If there's some fucking clown that actually does some heinous shit and he was just also pointing out true things about intersexual dynamics, you're not the messenger, not the message. But what the media will do is they will use him as a way to bring down the message.
Yeah, they will.
Yeah. Yeah, don't mind me if I'm coming off kind of fucking crazy. I just always feel the need
people,
you're
right.
People in the chat think you're absolutely fucking crazy, Kev. But
yeah, I just always feel the need to yell in the
couple
fucking
people
car
think you're
when I'm
on
the
drugs, but I can't confirm or deny such accusations to that either. So here's the thing. Like, if this all comes out to be true, now everyone's gonna look at the brand of men that follow Andrew Tate like, oh, they're toxic masculinity shit. We're just gonna be shit on for the rest of our lives.
Anybody who's just joining, I just want to re-say that Andrew Tate and his brother Tristan have been taken into custody by Romania PD due to a police raid that was conducted on their house. They are claiming that the investigation on the Tate brothers were initially pursued after the abduction of 2 girls, which happened a few days prior. However, back in April, the same raid happened on them, a human trafficking investigation. They raided the Tate's house and found no women were being held against their will, and all charges were dropped. Andrew Tate said this situation occurred due to a common situation with social media influencers, like I said before, swatting.
Here, listen. I'll end off on this. Yeah, if you're just tuning in, I'm in the fucking car. But I'll just end off by this, and then I'll let you guys go like another 20 minutes to wrap up the show. You guys did good tonight. For those of you just tuning in, I'm from out of town. I'm from out of town, or I'm out of town at the moment. We are the Red Pill Lions. This is the type of shit we do. Subscribe for more. Check out our channel. But so I'm just gonna end off by saying this. Obviously, of all the sexual assault related claims that get stuck on wildly successful men, some are true, some are false. It's hard to decipher, and just me personally, the way I usually decipher it is I look at how many early rumblings there were of sexual assault. I tend to think that someone like Cosby was probably guilty because there were many early rumblings that he was doing sinister shit with women. I actually remember one of the girls who claimed assault by Bill was on Howard Stern in the early 2000s, and Bill got brought up, and she just goes, I just don't want to talk about Bill. I've had some horrible experiences with him. And she didn't say any further than that. But at least that's better. That proves the point more than somebody who gets slapped with a sexual assault charge or suspicion, who never had any kind of sort of thing said about him relating to that ever, ever, ever. And the cats that got let off in court during the Me Too era were people that lived a clean life, never had anything bad said about them. Whereas there are guys that they had a lot of skeletons in their closet for years, and there were always some early rumblings, and then it all finally came out. But there are people that kept a clean record up until that point, and you got to look at it and say, was there something opportunistic going on? It's also interesting to look at the people that accused the celebrity and then quietly got sued for defamation of character, and you never heard a motherfucking thing about it after that. No more rumblings, no more women that came out in addition to the accusation that was already made. So those are the kind of things I look at. At the end of the day, I don't rally behind celebrities. I like the things that Tate said. How can you disagree with the things Tate said? But I don't look at him as my hero or my champion. I like when he takes down somebody who's making no sense. And I stand behind the things that he says because anybody can say it just in the means of truth. But Tate is not my fucking superhero in a way where I have to rally behind him if he did actually do some fucked up shit. Time will tell, but we also just may never know for a fact because they don't want people like him being able to strut around doing what the fuck he does.
Is there a possibility that this all could be fake, like some kind of publicity stunt? Because he did just get into the altercation with Greta. The thing that got him arrested was the pizza box being in Romania. Could it be just like a setup? Could it be the pizza box was planted there? What is really going on? We don't know.
I don't think top G's get caught so easily.
Yeah, this could be fake.
He says he's a smart guy, and I don't know. They caught him over a pizza box. So how smart are you, Tate? I don't know.
I guess it could be a PR stunt, but honestly, I seriously doubt it.
It could be. It could not be. It could be real. Could be fake. Well, we don't know until we get more information.
All I know, if this fucking is real, I gotta fucking change my Andrew Tate bed sheets and company and shit.
Yeah, and you got the pillowcases
I
too.
know. I got the full body Andrew Tate.
Yeah,
dude.
Yeah.
Dude, the way I've just always looked at it as is, you know, they like to say about public figures, he says some true things, but not everything he says is true. Or he says some true things, but that doesn't mean he's right about everything. And I never champion somebody in their entirety for saying true things. I just know that Tate's right about the things he's right about. He's a little outlandish at times, but you can't disprove the things that are rooted in truth. But I don't champion him as an entire human being for that. So, like, whatever comes out or whatever happens. I tend to not idolize any celebrities, even my favorite actors, even the people that influenced me to make films, because I don't know who the fuck these people are. I know that when you stand for something that's good, you can stand in agreement with what they stand for. But them as a human being, do they wake up on the wrong side of the bed out of a Sunday and curse out a fucking waiter? Maybe so. Who gives a fuck? I never said I wanted to have a beer with the guy.
We got another text from Rollo Tomasi. He says it's a hell of a way to get out of fighting Logan Paul.
For everyone just joining the chat now, yes, the Tates have been arrested. They're being held on human trafficking. And for people asking about the pizza box, Romanian authorities needed proof that Andrew Tate was in the country, so they reportedly used his social media posts. His ridiculous video yesterday featured a pizza from Romanian pizza chain Jerry's Pizza, confirming he was in the country.
Jerry's Pizza is about to blow up.
I gotta say, Mark, isn't it getting harder and harder to love Logan Paul? He is becoming increasingly more of a bitch. Do you see him bitching out his friend because his friend's like of the Nation of Islam, or he's a very religious character, and Logan's like, no, I think you're tied up in a religion that really stands for some things that aren't very nice. And me and fuck from Milford, we're really gonna sort that out. You know?
I will say about Logan Paul, I don't like how he conducts himself and shit like that, but I will say I love their content.
And we got Logan Paul in the chat. He just said, "Fuck you, Mark."
Nah, but
didn't his editor hit us up one time?
Someone who did some editing work for him hit me, but I think it was like a one-time commission. and he tried to pawn it off like, oh, I'm Logan Paul's editor. I'm like, you probably got commissioned once for a couple of fucking YouTube shorts, and then got told to piss off.
That's why I never really took it too seriously.
But I like one thing is true. No matter what, this is the conversation. No matter what hellacious things Tate may or may not have done, he's definitely right about this. He's right about the fact that he takes risks as a public figure, and Paul does not, because Paul's become worldwide famous, and he's like, I am staying this famous.
Yeah, but
I'm staying this well liked, and I'm staying this rich by not rocking the boat.
Also, what it is, if you're going to speak about my lover like that, then I want to back him up. All right. So let's pipe that shit down right now. All right. Pipe it down. All right.
We got a super chat from Glenn Lawrence. Let me say this about sexual assault claims. I am very close to someone who was falsely accused, and I watched firsthand how that even after found to be not guilty, people will see you as truly innocent. And that reminds me of, like, I was watching She-Hulk, and the Hulk did this quote, and he's like, no, once you're a monster, they're always going to view you like that.
Yeah. Yep.
You were watching She-Hulk?
Yeah, I know. It ain't red. It's not red pill to watch She-Hulk. But I like the fucking Hulk, man. I watched it for the Hulk.
Back to the Logan Paul thing. I think that incident that happened, I believe it was in 2017. And
shout out Glenn Lawrence, man. That's my dog.
In 2017.
I'll respond to Glenn after you talk. Mark, go ahead.
In 2017 in Japan, I think that like kind of like humbled him in a sense, and he like realized like how quick his shit could be taken from him. So I think he holds back all of his genuine thoughts when he's on air.
You're talking about Logan
Paul, yeah.
Logan stays as mainstream acceptable as he can because he has to.
Nikki G switched to super chat.
And Mike Malak used to do incriminating things
drugs
with my father. With my father.
Mike Malak used to do drugs with my fucking. And don't forget something, Mark. I was old enough to remember Mike Malak being at the fucking house doing drugs when we were kids. So I got a little bit more of a fucking, like a fucking memory of that. And now I'm like, I grow up, and he's like, hey, I bumped into a celebrity touring the world. What's up, everybody? And I'm like, I was fucking 5. He was out here fucking wilding in my house. So that's another thing.
I know his friend, because I worked in Milford for a little while, and that's where Mike Malak's from. Is from Milford,
I
Connecticut.
remember all the fucks he used to come around the house with. I was like, why does Dad hang with fucking 19-year-olds? It was fucking wild.
Yeah, that was a crazy part of our life. But now, the Tate brothers are in custody, and we're distraught. So I'm calling.
He should give us money. He should give us money.
Oh, let's relax.
Okay, I'm just saying. Okay, I'm only driving fucking Lyft.
But the Cash App is hashtag Red Pill Line.
Yeah.
No, it's really not. It's really not. It's hashtag Richie B 203.
All right. Well, any last thoughts, Kev?
Dude, I'm just fucking out here, fucking just driving the South, and it's just all
on the video topic, Kevin. Not your fucking mental state.
Hold on. Hold on. Wait. Kev, is it popping down there or what?
It's not. I'm in the fucking. I don't know. You don't know Charlotte that well, but I'm on the outskirts.
I know Charlotte,
and then. Then I drove to Concord, which is like the big strip of all the things there are to do. It's near the biggest mall in the Northeast. And I still wasn't even getting many lifts. I got nothing but ugly passengers until I got you fucks on the phone. Then I get this gorgeous black girl, and I'm trying to juggle talking about whether or not Andrew Tate's innocent and kind of try to kick it with her at the same time. I completely dropped the ball there.
If you want to take a trip, head to Greensboro. It's pretty.
All I know is, Kevin, I have your location, and I had one of your lovers sitting next to me. I was like, let me check Kevin's location, and I just saw you stopped at a house in Baltimore, so I just assumed you were fucking.
Don't check my location next time. Not next time.
Honestly, dude, it's my favorite thing in the world to just drop the bomb on Kevin and his women and then just leave.
Wow, that's
terrible.
I really appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Terrible.
Yeah.
All right, Kev, we're going to let you go, and we're going to wrap up this show. Any last thoughts on Tate and not your mental health condition?
But we do care about your mental health.
We do care about your mental health.
Just not for this episode.
Dude, I don't even know. If this shit is true, then he is one of the ballsiest motherfuckers. If it's true, he was ballsy as fuck to think that worldwide fame would be a cloak to hide what he's doing. Fame is a spotlight. It's not a cloak. I mean, how many things can you get away with in your personal life when you're not famous without somebody down the block blowing your cover, let alone becoming one of the most world-renowned famous cats for talking shit that gets people upset as it is? I don't know, man. It's like I said, I mean, I don't know. I don't fucking
You said
know.
Tate is live on Rumble?
Oh, don't say that on the mic. We're gonna lose shit. Come on, don't be
I
saying
said
that
it,
shit,
brother.
Nikki G. You don't got a mic. Don't
I'm-
fucking
I'm-
talk.
I- Yes, he. Wait, no, he's not. Is he?
Tate is released.
Nah.
All right, guys.
No,
This
he's
has
not.
been the Red Pill Lions podcast. We have an NFT project. You can check that out at redpilllions.com. If you guys are new viewers and you just tuned in tonight for the Andrew Tate,
Street interviews are coming back.
street interviews are coming back. We got a feature film out called The Opener. Go check that out. Kev has an audio book. If you liked Phone Guy, tap into Kevin's audio book and listen to him talk about himself.
And real
Hey,
quick,
appreciate that. Hey, wait, hold on. Let me go real quick. Every one of our links to everything we do is in the description. We're some of the youngest guys in the manosphere. We do have social lives. We do get laid. I'm thinking about making a goddamn OnlyFans to show you the girls that I have sex with in 2023.
Whew.
So and that's something I got to talk to you guys about because I want you guys involved.
hey, Kev.
But,
Oh my God.
but yeah. We're the real deal, man. Go ahead and check that shit out.
Jesus, imagine
And,
fucking living
yeah.
with this dude. Anyways, fucking Kev, before we let you go, we haven't gone live in a little bit, and we were holding off till 2023 until we heard the news tonight. That's why we hopped on the live tonight. So I just, while we have you on the phone and the viewers here, if you want to give any updates on when we're going to be going live again, 2023, or what's going on with the script, or what's going on with Red Pill Live.
Check in for lives, man. We definitely fill the house with girls and get their thoughts on red pill shit. We do it in a conventional red pill way, and then we do it in a non-conventional red pill way where we roll the cameras and just let everybody party, and it's more naturalistic and less performative. But guys, we do a ton of shit. Just definitely go ahead and take a look at the channel. It's a little different for red pill. It's a little bit different. And sorry guys, I'm distracted. I'm driving. I just wanted to try to sort of be on the show. But that's the gang, man. Go ahead and check us out. All our links are in the description. Yeah.
Yo, Kevin, you want to know the funny thing about that is?
What?
I love doing that to him all the time. All right.
He probably just punched the shit out of his steering wheel.
So that was a good episode. We were filling you guys in on the news that broke tonight about the Tate brothers being taken into custody for a what is it?
See, we already forgot. So we already forgot. It's not that important.
Human trafficking.
It never fucking happened.
That's the word I was.
It never fucking happened.
Allegedly.
So yeah, we'll be going live soon.
Every Saturday night we do lives in-house with females that flip out and freak out. Usually it's phone guys, girls that he had sex with. So, just tune into the Red Pill Lines. It's a great show, man. Make sure you smash that like button, press that subscribe, and share that video.
And guys,
check out Save-A-Hoe Vlogs on YouTube. We post the full-length street interviews on there, and then we clip it and we post it to the Red Pill Lions page. So if you ever want to see the full-length street interviews with me, Richie B, and Nikki G, and Big Mo, and whoever we bring apart on this journey with us, Save-A-Hoe Vlogs on YouTube. Go subscribe and check it out so you can not miss any content.
Nikki G finally in the chat. His first fucking post in the chat. Thanks, Nikki G. Fucking asshole.
And guys, I don't think I've ever formally introduced myself on this channel.
Glenn Lawrence, one more super chat. I'll tell you guys are going live when I come out there to make sure you bring the ladies. Time to work out. Yeah, we got you, man. As long as you're shoulder pressing them, Glenn.
Guys, I go by Grizzly the Great, partial owner of Red Pill Lions. I'm in the Discord a lot.
Make sure to join that Discord too. We get crazy in there, man. And this has been another episode of the Red Pill Lions Live.
Me and Richie B, the street interviewers.
With your new host, Richie B.
and Marc Savo, motherfucker.
And the fucking podcast, Nikki G. We're getting lit.